We're going to show you how to cut a spaghetti squash. This squash is about 4.5 pounds. So what you want to do is just start your knife from the beginning. Right. It's kind of hard.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
And then just cut one side down. And then you take your knife out. Come to the other side. And the same thing. And there you have it. And then you just take this, gut it out. You can use the seeds and bake them. They're just like pumpkin seeds. So we're going to put this on the grill. We're going to put a little olive oil on it. So I'm just going to take this out and come back and, okay, welcome back to the greasy dish. So now we've cleaned the spaghetti zucchini. I'm sorry, spaghetti squash. Okay, welcome back to the greasy dish. Remember, we're doing meals on the grill. So now I've cleaned out the zucchini. And I'm going to use a cup for each vegetable of olive oil. A tablespoon of olive oil for each vegetable. And I'm going to wipe them down. Let me brush them with olive oil. That's tomatoes. We have bell peppers, the yellow, the red, and the green. And then we have oregano, thyme, and bay leaf, and pepper that we're going to use for this. Do that, and then I'll put it on the grill, come back shortly. Okay, so now we have the grill, and as you can see, it's really hot. So we're going to add the zucchini, and we're going to put it face down on the grill. Okay, we're going to add the tomatoes, but we're going to put them up top like we would if we were doing buns, because they're so soft, we don't want them to cook too long right over the grill. So we're just going to add that because the tomatoes is going to make our sauce for our spaghetti squash. And then we're going to add the peppers. So we'll be right back. Our peppers. Face down. This shouldn't take too long. We have a little flame up, so we're just going to move them over to keep them from the direct fry. Okay, we'll be right back. What? Okay, so now we're going to do spinach on the grill. This is a 10-ounce bag of spinach. We've already rinsed it. We're just going to pour it in aluminum foil. Spread them out. We have a tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to sprinkle that across there. It's a little windy now. Now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter and ice cubes. The ice cubes is going to give you a little sting. Just need a few across there. Okay. Then we're going to add some butter. So now we're going to make a little pocket pipe. Close this up. We're going to close it at the end. And we're going to close this at the end. And then we're going to put it on the grill and see what we have when we come back. We roasted our bell peppers. Don't worry, that skin comes off. That's a part of the roasting. We're removing the tomatoes. Now, I want you to see that the squash is ready because the whole idea is for it to be stringy-like spaghetti. That part will take off, but it's just giving you an idea to show you when it's ready and then it's tender. You don't want to overcook it to make it too mushy. It should be pullable like that. So we're going to come back and we're going to mix our sauce that everything came off the grill while we're waiting on our spinach. So now the spaghetti squash is done. And we're pouring it out, and I want you to show you how it flakes up like spaghetti. So you just kind of grab it out and you just pull it. Try to make sure you don't get too much at the bottom because it's just that. See? It looks like spaghetti, and it's roasted spaghetti squash. So I'm going to pull all these out, and then we'll come back and we'll make our sauce. Okay, so we're adding a half a teaspoon of salt. Just pouring it right over it. We're going to add a teaspoon of crushed black pepper. And then we're going to mix that in, and then we're going to make our sauce. Back to our roasted vegetables. We have the tomatoes. We have 5 cloves of garlic that was roasted. And then we have the yellow, orange, and red bell pepper. We're going to put it in our food processor. And then we're going to add, so now these are our roasted vegetables, and we're adding them to the food processor. We're going to put a little bit in at a time. And it's just at the pulse. Okay, now we're going to add the rest of them. And while we're doing that, we're going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to add our bay leaves, which is a tablespoon of bay leaves. We're going to let that turn around. Mix that a little bit. And this is making our sauce. Okay. In that same mixture, we're adding a tablespoon of thyme and a tablespoon of oregano. Looking really pretty. So this is the roasted on the grill sauce. And like I said, we're making our meal on the grill. Okay. Now we have like our own tomato sauce. You can add meat if you like to, but this is just strictly going to be a vegetarian dish. So now we can just take our sauce and pour it directly. It almost looks like a meat sauce over our spaghetti squash. Okay, then we'll be right back to taste it. There you have it. We've been grilling all day, and now we have a spaghetti squash with homemade spaghetti sauce from the grill, and then we have our sauteed steamed. We have our sauteed steamed spinach from the grill as well. So now we're going to plate everything. We're going to give it a taste. Come right back. Okay, so now we're finished, and now we have our spinach and our spaghetti squash with this red sauce, tomato sauce. Now, normally you can add wine to it, like maybe 1/4 of wine. And you can get, I use Chardonnay because it has a nutty type of cinnamon flavor to it. So now we're just going to give this a little taste. If the flies don't try to get it before I do. Wow, that's really good. And then spinach as well. Okay. Really, really good. Now, this has been a breezy dish edition. And today we did meals on the grill. We did a meatloaf sandwich with potato. And now we did a vegetarian dish, which was spinach, spaghetti squash, and a meatless sauce with tomatoes and vegetables. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a message and tell me what you think. Have a good day. Bye-bye.